Good morning, friends. Welcome to Storytime with your Whitingfield MWR Library. I'm Miss Kelly, and I'm excited to read with you. Today, we are going to read about adventures. Our first book is Oh No, Astro. The author who wrote the words is Matt Roeser. The illustrator who drew the pictures is Brad Woodard. Astro the asteroid is about to go on an amazing adventure, whether he likes it or not. Oh no, Astro. Everyone knows that asteroids are a rather rambunctious group. Crash, bash, smash. Well, most asteroids. All Astro wanted was for his personal outer space to be respected, as it had been for millions of years. Greetings, celestial wanderer, said Astro to an approaching satellite. Please keep your distance. You stay in your orbit, and I'll stay in mine. It's one of the core rules of the cosmos, you know. And yet, you've come closer. Good gravity! You've struck me! Astro was understandably distraught. But before he could point out to the satellite that it had done considerable damage to one of his favorite craters, he began to spin. Pluto's revenge! That rotating rogue seems to have knocked me off orbit. This is humiliating. Astro found himself in unknown territory. Manual of the Cosmos. When an asteroid leaves its orbit, it hurtles through space on an unpredictable path, reaching unstoppable speeds. Why, I'd never! But he did. Hi, Mars. Bye, Mars. Meanwhile, an Earth girl named Nova was enjoying a quiet night of stargazing when something caught her eye. Pardon me. As Astro zoomed past the moon, he realized with a sudden clarity where and how his journey would end. I don't like confrontation. Astro began to break apart as he entered Earth's atmosphere. It tickles. Smash! Astro opened one eye, then the other. He was certainly smaller, but still in one piece. My stars, he muttered. Dare I say that was fun? What on earth shall we do next? The end. Our next book is Motor Miles. The author who wrote the words is John Birningham. Motor Miles. This is Miles. Miles was given a home by Alice Trudge and her son Norman. But Miles was a very difficult dog. Miles did not come when he was called, did not like going for walks, and did not like his food, or the rain, He barked too much. And he did not like other dogs. Alice, Trudge, and Norman were very fond of Miles, even though he was difficult. What Miles really liked was to go for a ride in the car, up the hill to the cafe. At the cafe, people said, "Oh, what a lovely dog." "I can't go on day after day taking the dog out in the car just to please him," said Alice Trudge. "What your dog needs is his own car," said Mr. Huddy, the man who lived next door. "How can I possibly get a car for the dog?" said Alice Trudge. "I will make a car for Miles," said Mr. Huddy. So Mr. Huddy started to make the car for Miles. And every day after school, Miles and Norman would go to see the car being made. Finally, Mr. Huddy finished the car, and it was ready for Miles. "We will have to give you driving lessons," said Mr. Huddy to Miles. Miles practiced going right, going left, and going backward. "Quick, stop!" After many lessons, Miles had learned to drive and was ready to go on the road. One morning, Alice Trudge could not take Norman to school and did not know what to do. "I could squeeze into Miles' car and he could take me to school," said Norman. When Norman arrived at school in a car driven by a dog, all the other children were amazed. After that, Norman and Miles began to go on secret little trips in the car. One day, they went to the seaside very early in the morning. Other mornings, they would drive out into the countryside. They drove through leaves in the autumn. And once in the winter, they drove out and played in the snow. Miles was getting easier. He liked walks, his food, and other dogs. He did not mind the rain, barked less, and came when he was called. But Norman was growing up and getting bigger, and soon he could no longer fit in the car. Miles stopped driving. Maybe he didn't like being on his own. So the car was put away. One day, Miles and Norman heard a lot of noise coming from Mr. Huddy's workshop. "Let's go and see what Mr. Huddy is up to now," said Norman. Mr. Huddy was starting to make an airplane. "I wonder who that is for." The end. I hope you enjoyed reading with me about adventures. Don't forget to dig deeper and log your minutes at beanstack.org to earn some cool prizes from your Whitingfield library. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day. Bye.